we are going to be working on the making of orthographic views of this object, and then we also make the sectional view, so based on the direction of the cutting plane as we see it here. So we draw the front elevation, we draw the plan, and we draw the right end elevation, then we draw the sectional view. Okay, and looking at the object, as we can see here, this direction of the front elevation. So we are going to be making this shape here, and then we also produce the shape of this cylindrical in front, its front elevation. Okay, so let's talk about the dimensions of the object. So starting from here, so we have the distance from here to here, the thickness from here to here is 3 millimeters, and the thickness of this is 10 millimeters, and then we have distance from this point, that is from this point to this point here, to be 40 millimeters, and then what we have on this side we also have it here for this part here, and then the distance of the center line of this hole from this line is 20 millimeters, and the thickness of this is 10 millimeters. And also here we have the diameter of this circle here is 40 millimeters, and while the diameter of this small circle in here is 20 millimeters. And coming up here we have the distance from here to here. The height of this cylinder is 20, and diameter of this circle is 40 millimeters, while diameter of this small circle here is 20 millimeters. So let's start with the construction of the front elevation. So this is how we are going to do it. Alright, the first thing that we are going to do is to draw a vertical center line. So I'll draw a vertical center line here. Okay, so here we have the vertical center line. Then I will come up here and draw a horizontal line. So I will draw a horizontal line. So here, so I'll draw a horizontal line like this, and then so for the cylindrical part that we have on the top, that's where I'm going to start from. So its height is 20 millimeters. So from this point here I will take a measurement of 20 millimeters up. So this is 20 millimeters. So at this point I'm going to draw a horizontal line. So at this point here, so I will draw a horizontal line, so it goes like this. Okay, so then I will come here, so and take a measurement, as we have that the cylinder, for the external circle on that cylinder, so we have its diameter to be 40. I will take 20 to this side, and then I will take 20 to this side, making 40 millimeters. And for the inner circle, that is the small circle, diameter is 20. I will take 10 to this side, and then I will also take 10 to this side. Alright, so then I'm going to draw a vertical line. So I will draw a vertical line here. So draw a vertical line here like this. Okay, and then at this point also I will draw a vertical line. Then coming to this point I will draw a vertical line, and here also I will draw a vertical line like this. Okay, so we have this now. Then the next thing that I'm going to do, so we are done with that of the cylinder, though we have not completed it, because we need to bring out the visible outlines and edges, and also there is the inner circle will be hidden, so we have not completed it, so let's leave it for now. So the next thing that we are going to do is for us to draw this surface. Okay, so the thickness is 10. So thickness is 10 as we see it here, and also the length from here to here, so we are going to take it. So the length from here to here will be this 10. So 10 plus 40 plus 10, and that will give us 60. So total length from here to here is 60 millimeters. So let's take that 60 millimeters. So from the center here, so we take 30 millimeters to the left side, 30 millimeters to the left side, and then 30 millimeters to the right side, making it 60 millimeters. So I'll just come to this point here now, and I will draw a vertical line. So draw a vertical line down here, and on this side also I will also draw a vertical line. So this is the vertical line. Alright, so we have that for now. So then the next thing that we are going to do, so the one of 10 millimeters, so take a measurement of 10 millimeters on this line. So take 10 millimeters here, so and then we draw horizontal line. So this horizontal line, I will draw it that it will cut across the whole surface. Alright, so we have done that. So the next thing that we are going to do here, so is this. So let me bring the object for us to see. So let's locate we don't know let's look at the distance from here to here. So we'll come back to that, but let's get the center line of this. Okay, so after that 10 that we have taken, which is this that we have taken from here, we have that the center line of this circle, of this hole, from this point is 20 millimeters. So let's take that distance. So we take a measurement from this line here. We take a measurement of 20 millimeters down. So this is 20 millimeters. So we are going to draw horizontal center line through this point, horizontal line, center line through this point. So don't forget that the center line is drawn with long chain line. Okay, so we have the center line like this. Alright, so the next thing that I'm going to do is that, so we need to get this point. So we need to get this point, and then so the radius of this big circle here is 40. Sorry, diameter is 40, so the radius will be 20. So we take a measurement of 20 millimeters from here down. Okay, 20 millimeters down. We take 20 millimeters down. So this is 20 millimeters, and at the same time we take 20 millimeters up. So 20 millimeters up, so which is this one. Now we already have that 20 millimeters here. Okay, so we have 20 millimeters here, and then so the inner circle, that makes it a hole, it has a diameter of 20. So we take 10 millimeters down from this center line and take 10 millimeters up from the center line. So we have this now. So at this point we are going to draw horizontal line at this point. So we draw horizontal line, so we draw it to this side, and also at this point also we draw horizontal line here like this, and I'll come up here. I will also draw horizontal line like this. Okay, alright, so we have this now. So the next thing that we are going to do here is to get the thickness from here to here. Thickness from here to here is 10. Okay, and from here to here is 3 millimeters. As we add that, from here to here is also 10, from here to here is 3 millimeters. So we need to get that distance. Okay, so we have to come to this side here. So that 10 millimeters, we take it in because it's part of that 60 that we have taken up here from here to here. So the 10 is part of that 60 that we have taken. Okay, so then the 3 is outside, so also the same thing applies to this one. So we have to take 10 millimeters inward. So you come onto this line, take 10 millimeters inward like this. Okay, and then 3 millimeters, we take it outward. This is 3 millimeters here, and then so we come to this side also, we take 10 millimeters in, and we take 3 millimeters outward from here. So this is 3 millimeters here. Alright, so looking at what we have here, so we are going to draw a line from this point to touch this line. As you can see it here, so we draw a line to touch this line, and this is the line. Okay, so we draw a vertical line, so from this point. Okay, so we draw a vertical line from this point. So I'm going to make it a thick line at once. So we draw a vertical line from here to touch this line like this. Okay, and then on this side we also do the same thing. So we draw a vertical line from here to touch this line like this. Okay, so we have this. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to also make a thick line. So we draw a thick line from here. Okay, so we draw a line from here to touch this line up here like this. Okay, so we do the same thing on this side. So we draw this line as a thick line to touch this line like this. Okay, and then okay, I'm looking at the line, it's as if it's not straight. Okay, so alright, so we have it now. So the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to make this line. So we make it a thick line down here, and we also make this line a thick line. Alright, so inside here, so we make this line a short dashes line because that is hidden from us outside. So the same applies to this. So you make a short dashes line like this. Okay, so coming up here, we do the same thing. So making this line a short dashes line, and then we do the same thing on this side, a short dashes line here, like this. Okay, so this line so will be made a thick line from here to here, and then this line, so the whole of this line we made a thick line from here to this end here. Okay, so and then so here we make this line a thick line from here to here, and then so this line also we make it a thick line from here to here. Alright, so and then so the next thing that we are going to do here, so this line also from here to here make it a thick line, and from here to here we make it a thick line. Alright, so we have that. So this line we have to make it a thick line. So for this cylindrical part that we have up here, so we also do the same thing here. So while this line will be drawn with short dashes line, like this. Okay, so we have drawn that, and then the same thing applies to this. So it is hidden inside the block. So we make a short dashes line, and also this line we make it a thick line from here to here. So that is for the cylindrical part. Alright, so the front elevation as we have here, so what we just need to do here, we need to draw this line a bit. So just to draw it from this point here. So we draw it from here just to touch this line like this as we have it here. Okay, so I want to make it more thicker than this. Okay, we have it here, and then so come here, we also do the same thing by drawing so this line from here to here, then to make it more thicker, so we draw from here to here. Alright, so here we have the front elevation. Now let's go for the top view or the plan. So for the plan, we are going to see these two circles and this rectangle up here, and then so we are going to see this line, and then the hole will be hidden from us, so as we have it here. So what we just need to do is that we are going to project line. So from this point here, so we draw a vertical line down. So from this point, so we draw a vertical line down here from this point, and also so we extend this vertical line, so which is 3 mm from the first line that we drew, and also this line we are going to draw this line here, and also we are going to draw a line from here. From this point we draw a vertical line, and from this point we draw a vertical line. So then we come up a bit, so come up a little bit here, and then we draw horizontal lines across the whole page. Okay, so and then so this center line also, so we need to extend it. So we extend the center line here, so the vertical center line we extend it. Okay, so and then so the width of this rectangle as we have here, the width of this rectangle is 40 millimeters, as the whole of this circle is 40, and it covers the whole of this surface. And also as we have here, the width or the diameter of this circle is 40. It covers the whole of this surface, so the width of this rectangle is 40 millimeters. So what I will just do, so what I will just do is this. So I want to take a measurement of 20 millimeters down, so 20 millimeters down from this line to draw a horizontal center line here. So to draw horizontal center line, so we draw horizontal center line here like this. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is to draw a circle of radius 20. So that is the next thing that I'm going to do. So the distance from here to here is 20 millimeters. I put the pinpoint on my compass here at this point, I extend it to this point here, and then I will draw a circle. So I'll draw a circle. Alright, so here we have the circle. So we have the circle here like this. Okay, so then the next thing, we also have another circle. So we have this circle here whose radius is 10 millimeters. So I will take a measurement of 10 millimeters. So the radius is 10. I will take a measurement of 10 millimeters. So put the pinpoint here, and then I will draw the circle of radius 10, diameter 20. So as we have it here now. Alright, so that is the circle. So the next thing that I'm going to do is that, so for the rectangle, so I'm going to draw a line so through this point, so to the left side and also to the right side. So the circle is the rectangle is already there, so the rectangle is there as we have it here. So the next thing that I'm going to do is that, so for the circular part that we have here, so let me bring the diagram. So as you see here, so for this hole that we have here, so we are going to look, as we have the center here, so we take a measurement of 10. So we come to this center line here, so we take a measurement of 10 millimeters down from this center line, 10 millimeters down here, and we take 10 millimeters up, so as we have here. So I'm going to draw so it is going to be hidden from us, and it covers the whole of this 13 measurement that we have taken from up there. So we draw it with short dashes line, so as we have it here. So I'll also draw it here on this side. Alright, so we have this now. So coming up here, we also have the same thing here. So we draw short dashes line, and I will also do the same thing on this side. So we have this. Okay, so the whole plan is there. So all we have to do is to bring out the thickness of the plan. So I will draw a line from here to here. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video so while I do that, and when I'm done, I'll come back and you see what we have done. Alright, here we have the plan, and part of what I ought to have said here is that so under here, so we have this line will be hidden, this point will be hidden from us in the top view. So that's why we have this line drawn with short dashes line. So the same thing applies to this. So now let's go to the end elevation. So for the end elevation, so we are drawing right end elevation, and do not forget that these views are being made in first angle orthographic projection. So let's take note of that. So we are looking at the object in this direction. So for the left end, right end elevation, so right end elevation will be drawn on the left side of the front elevation. So let's see how that goes. So what we are just going to do here, so I'm not going to take it out from here, so I'll just come to move away from the front elevation. So we are drawing it here, so I will draw a vertical center line here like this. Let's go like this. Alright, so we add vertical center line, and what we are going to see on the right hand elevation, we are going to see this circle, this big circle, we see this small circle, and we see this surface here. So we see this surface with that, and also we are going to see this surface as part of the right hand elevation. So let's start with that. So the first thing that I'm going to do here is to take my compass, and this center line, I'll make use of it. So this point here, so this is the center. So I'm going to, so the distance from this center to this end is 20 millimeters, which is for the radius of the big circle. So I will extend my compass here, so like this. Okay, so then I will go on and draw a circle. So it goes like this. So gently, so we draw the circle, so it goes like this. So we have the big circle, so this is how it will be. Okay, so we have this now, and for the small circle, so we have distance from the center to this point is 10 millimeters. So I will extend the compass here, so take it easy. So extend it here, then I'm going to draw a circle. So here I will draw a circle of radius 10. Okay, so we have it here like this. So we have drawn so the circle as we have it there. Alright, so the next thing that I'm going to do is that, so from this point, so from this point here, it is from this point, so I will draw a vertical line. So from this point I will draw a vertical line here, so to touch this line, okay, like this. And then at the same time, so let me bring the object as we have it here. So let me bring it. So at the same time, so we are also going to draw it up to this point, because the diameter of this circle that we have here, of this cylinder, diameter of the circular base of this cylinder, it covers distance from here to here, as we have it to be 40. So distance from here to here is 40, as we also have the distance or the diameter of this circle to be 40 millimeters. So the same thing applies. So what we have to do is that we draw it so up to this point here, so it will touch this line. Okay, okay, as we have it here. So we also do the same thing here on this side. So we draw it so up to this point, okay. For this one, so for this one that we have here, so the inner circle that we have within this diameter, with this big circle, so diameter is also 20. So the same thing goes with this one. So what we have to do is to come to this point here. So up here, so as we have that the cylinder start from here to here. So we draw a short dashes line from this point. So it goes up like this, up to this point, and we also have it, so just come to this point on the circle there, so draw like this. All right, so we have this, so this will be drawn with so we make this a thick line from here to here, and then coming to this point we also make this with a thick line from here to here. All right, so looking at what we have here, so we have the end elevation here. Alright, so this is the right end elevation as these views are drawn in first angle orthograph projection. So the last thing that we are going to do here is to draw the sectional view of this object as the cutting plane goes here on this block, on this object. So we have the cutting plane goes in this direction. So this is the cutting plane. So and the arrow is pointing in this direction. So what we have to do, as we have cut it, so we remove this part and want to see what we have left here. So what we are just going to do is to replicate what we see here. So the short dashes line will not be there. So that is what we are going to do. So I'm going to draw it here. So that is what I'm going to do. So let's quickly do that. So I will just replicate what we see here on this surface. So I'll just come here. So draw a vertical center line. So we know all the dimensions. So we draw a vertical center line like this. Okay, so we draw this, and then so at this point here, so I'll come up here, take a measurement for this one. As we have that, we take 20 millimeters. Let's take 10 for this inner one. So 10 to this side, and then we make it 20 here. So this is 20. So we have this. Okay, so let's draw a vertical line here. So we draw a vertical line. So at this point here, and here also, so let's make it a thick line at once. Let's make it a thick line at once like this, and then so for this one it will be exposed. It will not be a short dashes line, it will be a thick line. So we make it a thick line, and also this will be a thick line, okay, and then this will be a thick line here. So we have this now. Okay, so this line will also be made a thick line. Okay, so based on the direction of the cutting plane, so this part will be exposed. So we have that, and then so the distance from here to here, as we have it here, distance from here to here is 60 millimeters. So take a measurement of 30 millimeters from this point to the right side or to the left side, and 30 millimeters to from this point to the right side. So this is 30 again. Okay, so at this point here, so we draw this line. Okay, so we draw this line as a vertical line here like this, and then we also come here, we draw it as a vertical line, a thick line at once, and then so the whole of this so be made thick, so to this end from here to here. So we have this, and next thing that we are going to do, so we have this one to be 40. So let's take that 40. So we take 20 from here. So okay, we already have that measurement taken here. So we already have that measurement taken. So all I have to do now is that I'm going to draw a vertical line. So from this point, so draw a vertical line from this point down to this level of this line. That is what I'm going to do. So make it a thick line at once. So it comes like this point. So and then so the same thing applies to this. So I will also draw a vertical line down here to this point. Okay, so and for this, so I will come here, take a measurement of 3 millimeters. 3 millimeters to this side. We have taken all these dimensions before. I'll come here, I will do the same thing. So take a measurement of 3 millimeters from this point to this side is 3 millimeters. So and for here, I'm going to draw a vertical line. So it will be a thick line all through to this end. okay, all through to this end, and then on this side also it will be a thick line all through to this end here. All right, so and then so this line will be a thick line, okay, and this line also will be exposed to be a thick line. It will not be hidden again, and the same thing applies to this one. It will not be hidden again. Okay, so coming here also the same thing here. It will not be hidden, and this will not be hidden, to be exposed. Okay, so then the whole of this line will be a thick line to this end here. All right, so we have this, and we also make this line a thick line. We make this line a thick line here. All right, so we have this, so making this line also a thick line. All right, so we have replicated what we have here. So that's what we have done so far. All right, so the next thing that we are going to do is to hash the surface or the surfaces as we have here. So I'm going to do it. So this is separate part. So this part is the cylinder is placed on this. So we have to hash them in different directions. So let's start with that of the cylinder. So for the action lines, so they are drawn with thin continuous line. So we hash them with the use of 45 degrees set square. So as I'm doing it here, okay, so this is the part that will be hashed for the cylinder. So the inner part, so is a hole, it should not be hashed. So we leave it unhashed. So we also have to hash this one. So we come here. So we also hash this point or this surface. Okay. So make sure the action lines are equally spaced as I'm doing it here. All right, so then, so coming to this part here, so we hash it in different direction, different from the one that we have done. So let's start like this. Okay. All right, so I'm going to pause the video and do it, and when I'm done, you see the result. All right, so as you can see here, so this is the sectional view, and this part should be hashed. So this part will be left unhashed as we did for this one. Okay, so this is how it should be done. Do not forget that these orthographic views are drawn in first angle orthographic projection. Then we have the sectional view. So this is the front elevation, this is the plan, and this is the right end elevation drawn on the left side of the front elevation. It's as simple as I've done it here. Thank you, and keep on practicing. God bless you.